Okay, so happy 2020, happy first team call of the year. I first want to go over announcements. And like I said, there's a lot of them. If you have questions, put them in the chat. We can always talk about it more towards the end. We can always do a live in the team call or team pages about anything. Also, most of these announcements are things that you can find information on in your Coach Online office. So if you check your frequently asked questions, there is a search bar in our Coach Online office. And that thing, I use that almost every day. Like if I can't find it on there, I'm shocked, because usually if I search something, a ton of information pops up. So always know, I really want to encourage you to go there first before asking your coach a question, especially if it has to do with like a program or a product. You're going to find the answers in your Coach Online office first before you have to ask anybody. But again, no question is a bad question. I just want you guys to be your own researchers and find the information, know how it all works. So I have all the announcements on my computer, so I just want to pull that up. First off, I know Megan has her challenge group going on right now, and then I have my challenge group going on right now. It's the challenge group that we have going on is called Raise the Bar, and it's for everyone, not just Bar Blend. I would say probably 75% of the people are doing Bar Blend, but the other percent is doing all different programs. So that's been really cool, and I want to encourage you guys, just because the challenge group started, so mine and Megan's both started, doesn't mean you stop inviting. Every time you're talking to someone, that's why we have challenge groups every month. So we constantly have a group that those people can get started with, so that we always have an option for them, a community for them, a support system for them. So if you're constantly connecting and inviting with people, you're going to be talking about their fitness goals. And I always, when I get to a certain point in the conversation, I always say, we have a fitness accountability group going on right now that you can plug into and be a part of. Would that be something you're interested in? So it does not matter that it started already. And our challenge group just started yesterday, and it's for 30 days. So I'm always inviting to our challenge groups the entire time. And basically the last week of a challenge group, I would then be inviting to the next month's challenge group. But at the same time, if they want to get started that day, then they're going to get put in that challenge group that day. I'm not going to wait till the next month's challenge group to put them in there and to get them signed up. So just always keep that in mind. I'm doing I'm calling them like 2020 strategy calls with whoever wants to get on a Zoom with me, and it can be anyone in the downline. What I do want to let you guys know is this year, I'm going to be way more tough love. Like if you want to go for a goal, you're going to have to show me your numbers. You're going to have to show me that you're inviting, you're following up, you're taking action, you're doing the work. I'm no longer going to be as nice as I normally am. I'm not saying I'm going to be mean, but I can't give you guys the time and the energy unless you are doing the work. And you aren't going to get any results. You're not going to get anything out of it if I'm not holding you accountable to that either. Because we all know, if we don't do our workouts, we're not going to lose weight. If we don't do our action steps that we all know we have to do, we're not going to get any new customers. We're not going to move forward in our business. So I really that's something that I kind of reflected from last year and what I wanted to change for this year. And it's like, I got to hold us accountable, all of us, including myself. So just know that if you tell me that you're going for diamond, you're going for emerald, you want to do this, this, and that, then I need to see that you're doing it. Otherwise, I'm not going to hold your hand anymore anyways, but also just know I'm going to say, hey, where's your tracker? Where's your numbers? You know what I mean. So I just want to let you guys know that. And honestly, that's going to help you succeed better and faster this year too. So wanted to let you guys know that. Also, just know as well, these going back more so to stuff you can find in your online office, but I just want to reiterate, is the bar blend sample workout, the 4 weeks of the prep sample workout is now available. All of our programs sample workouts are available. So no matter what, even though bar blend just launched, 2 months from now, you could send somebody who tells you that they like going to bar, the sample workout. I have someone who just signed up and is doing bar blend because she can no longer get to the studio that she used to love. I think she moved and it's not close by. And now she's so excited that she gets to do bar, but at home. So just always know we have those sample workouts as options, and those should always be sent to people, and no matter what time of year or when the program launched. 3-day refresh is on sale until January 10th. Again, you can find this in your Coach Online office. I know Christine just, I think you lost, can you say how many pounds you lost? I think it was like 5.4 pounds with doing the 3-day refresh. Way to go. It's not easy, but it's so worth it. My dad recently did it. He's like, never again, but he's done it like 7 times and he's probably going to do it again. And he felt way better. So way to go, Christine. Megan and Shelby are going to be doing it, I think, next week. So if anybody else wants to do it, you can do it with them. And I'm not going to lie, it helps to do it with somebody else, or even just talk to any of us who have done it before, because that will totally help you. We can help you through that second day. You really need someone to be like, one more day and it'll be worth it. You'll wake up on the 4th day and you'll feel amazing. Trust me. So let us know if you end up deciding to do the 3-day refresh, or if you have any questions on that. Super weekend is this weekend. Katarina and I, we just did not have time to plan a super weekend event for January the way we wanted to. So I decided to have everyone over at my house that's local to me in Michigan. So that's Sunday at noon. We have like a fun icebreaker idea that Kat came up with and that I ran with, and I'm going to have apps, and we're going to talk about the super weekend announcements, because they will probably all be announced by that time. Usually they like put it out to everybody by Saturday. So we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about more of what we're talking about today, and just bonding as a team, hanging out is going to be awesome. So I can't wait for that. If I know, okay, so everyone on the call right now is in Michigan, so that's cool. But if anybody's watching the recording who's not, there is super weekends all over the country that you can go to, and don't be afraid to go by yourself, because you will meet other coaches. We're all friendly. You're like 99% of us are friendly and cool, and you never know, you can meet your next best friend or success partner. So get to events. 3 more. I'm trying to run through these real quick. Team Cup is happening. That is every year in February, so the whole entire month of February. And again, you can find all information on Team Cup in your Coach Online office. There's a whole like site, like a teamcup.com, something like that, that goes over all the details. I know Megan and myself both want to create teams. I will have a newborn, but I'm still going to be wanting to be on a team and do as much as I can. So if you want to be on a team, let us know. Like we could probably come up with at least 3 teams. 2 for sure, 3 I bet we could come up with, because it's 5 people per team. And you can have, I looked it up, you can actually have 2 lifetime diamonds on a team, but I'd like to have like 1 diamond on each team if we can. But we can always, if for some reason sometimes it gets wacky where you're like 1 person short of that 3rd team, but we have all of Team Movement that we could ask and get people from. So Team Cup is basically a way for you to work together closely with those 5 people, so 4 other people, and go for goals and go for helping people. It is based on Success Club, but honestly, I think no matter what, it's going to help move your business forward because of all the momentum you will create, all the connections, all the inviting, all the action steps, all the ideas, teamwork. Anytime you're teaming up with people on our team and going for goals together and talking on a thread every day, cheering each other on, I'm telling you, the momentum is, and the energy is so contagious and amazing. So I really want to encourage, I think every single person on this call should be on a team cup and would be awesome on a team cup. And no, if you don't pull your weight or what you think, or like you don't get enough success club points, like that's okay. Like no one's going to be mad at you. Don't feel like you're going to fail. You're just going to show up. You're going to try. You're going to participate. You're going to help and encourage. And that's all that matters. So don't think that you have to be like, I don't know, just don't let the limiting beliefs talk you out of it is what I want to say. So we'll talk more about Team Cup because we don't have to register officially until the 31st is the last day, but next week is when it opens up. So I would like to start talking about who's going to be on what teams like next week. So think on it some more, but honestly, there's no reason not to. There's all good things that come out of being a part of it. Summit. So Summit this year is in NOLA, New Orleans. That's like the nasally way to Michigan way to say it. I've never been. We had Summit there the year I got married and I didn't go, but Kat has been there as well as Jessica, my success partner. So I can get some like lowdown scoop from them about all the happenings there, but I already have my ticket. I will be coming by myself, leaving the baby with the hubby and the grandparents. So I will be coming by myself so I can fully immerse in this weekend and be completely present as a business owner and as a team leader. And honestly, it's on sale right now. There is no reason not to go to Summit. I'm telling you, it is worth every penny and then some. As anybody who's been, Megan and Shelby, who went last year, they can attest to it. It is like unlike anything else. And it is so fun to connect as a team and grow together. And it's just going to be, it's going to be in July. It's going to be hot, very hot. So you can pack light. But we can talk more about that as it gets closer. But I will say the sooner you get your ticket, the cheaper it is. And then you can kind of get like the logistics of like flying and hotel and stuff like closer to it. Like I'm not going to book my flight for a long time, closer to it or whatever. But I will say it is worth it. It is July. Again, all of this is in your Coach Online office, but it's July 15th through the 19th. And some people come on Thursday, some people come on Friday, some people leave Saturday night, some people leave Sunday morning. It's all up to you. I will for sure be there Friday to Sunday. I might not come until Thursday night. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated, but for sure we'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably Thursday night at the minimum. And then let's see what else. Oh, and I love the theme this year is better together, which is so true. And I just think that's a great theme. My best year with Beachbody. Oh, sorry. I haven't read any of these finished. It was the year after I went to Summit. Yes. Every year I went to Summit, like my business and team has grown, and it's just been, I've gotten such different things out of every time I've gone. So I'm sure they'll announce soon, like awesome speakers. Like it's gonna be hard to top Rachel Hollis from last year, but I know they will be able to top it. We had an amazing speaker who was a pianist who was amazing that no one knew who she was, and she rocked the house. So like they always have somebody that nobody knows who they are, and then they like are phenomenal. So that's what's really cool too. And lastly, I wanted to say Megan has 2 Success Club points this month so far. Tiffany, she's not on the call, but she has 2 Success Club points. That's from a new coach joining her team, which is really exciting. So I wanted to shout you both out tonight. And also, if you are wondering, oh, I totally forgot. See, there's so many announcements. I should have like done just a call on announcements. We have a 5-day free coach workshop that's starting next week. So what we're doing, myself, Megan, Katerina, Sydney on our team, and then my success partner, Jessica, we are running a 5-day coach workshop. It's basically where we invite anybody who is interested in coaching, anyone who's a challenger who we think would be an amazing coach, and they can learn what we do as coaches, and we kind of give them like an activity to do on social media that has to do with coaching, kind of basically to get them to like get their feet wet and try it out before signing up. And it's super simple, super streamlined. Each of us is going to talk about one topic a day, like inviting, connecting, and sharing, not selling. And we are going to go live in there, sharing our stories and sharing tips on those topics. So this is a perfect way for you to invite people. It's no obligations. It's just a way for them to check it out, learn more. And it's going to be in a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group. So if you have anyone in mind, even if it's just one person, you should totally invite them to this 5-day coach workshop. It's going to start on Monday. I will post more about this in the team page, like a synopsis of it all. It's going to start officially Monday the 13th, so next week. But we do have like a day or two, Saturday and Sunday, of posting like introduce yourselves and blah, blah, blah. But even if you add them later on, like on that Monday or Tuesday, you can just like tag them in that post and have them introduce themselves and get caught up. But this is a great way for you guys to just invite them to learn more. And again, they don't have to sign up to be a coach. They don't have to do anything. They don't even have, if they end up not doing all the assignments, that's their choice. And there's nothing, we're not gonna be like, you didn't do assignment day 2. Like that's not it at all. It's literally just to encourage them to try it out. And we have sample workouts that we're gonna be providing if they've never done any of our programs before, or if they've never tried a sample workout. So we're gonna talk about that and like encourage them to, you know, post a sweaty selfie, or we're gonna have a water challenge, like stuff like that. So that will start next week. And I just think it's a really easy way for you to at least ask people if they're interested. And yeah, even if you get one person to check it out, that would be really cool. But I think you could already start thinking about who you have in mind to ask, and then just ask them before Monday. And if you have any questions about that, please reach out to me and I can definitely answer that. But that's something cool that we're trying. It's like a different way of telling people about what we do and sharing our community that we're going to try out next week. So if it goes well, we'll do it again, and probably once a month, every month. And also we have like other new coach resources. If you are, I think something that's used to hold me back was I can't have someone join my team. I don't have anything for them to get started with. Like, how will I help them get started? I don't even know what I'm doing. I've never led anyone before. How am I going to do this? We have those resources for you. So I have emails, I have trainings, I have a bunch of different documents. I have like a new coach training document that I can provide to you for anybody that gets signed up on your team to help them get started right, to answer questions. So don't feel like you have to do this all on your own or figure it out. I have resources for our entire downline that you guys can use. Platinum Presenters has a new coach training every Tuesday that our coaches can get on. And there's recorded videos that they can watch. So don't feel like you have to be an expert on how to get people started with coaching, because we have the tools for you that you can use and that they can use and that you can provide. So I want to just let you guys know that as well. Does anyone have any specific questions on any of those things, so I can take a break and sip some water? Woo, I feel like I'm getting a cramp from talking. That was a lot that I had to cover, but I mean, I talk a lot, as you guys know, but I know there was a lot of stuff going on in the chat, but I probably don't have time to like go through all that. But I'm glad you guys were chatting in there with each other. That makes me so happy. But yes, and as always, I love that Frankie has been like posting in the team page, asking questions and stuff. Please ask questions in the team page. Like, your question is probably somebody else's question. So never feel like you can't go in there and ask a question, because you're going to help somebody else too. So that's why, like, in between the days when we have team calls, we need people asking questions in the Facebook group too, because I don't want you guys to be confused about anything. I want us to always be communicating with each other about what's going on. And also one last thing is I would say is if you guys have any cool ideas on anything, always feel free to share that too. I never want you guys to ever think that you only have to do what we say or what we're doing or what we think is cool or helpful. Always share your ideas as well. I'd love to hear them. Okay, so now I'm going to go over some tips, and honestly, I could have made this like double what it is, but let's just keep it as short as we can. And there's so many tips on how to make this year your best year ever. And so it was hard for me to kind of narrow it down, but it was so crazy, the timing. You guys will notice this when you start focusing on certain things, other things that will help you on that journey or with that's part of your life will come to you. And I was working on this earlier today, and then I was looking at my podcast app, and then there was a podcast episode. I actually sent it to Kaylin from Melanie Mitro that was like literally on par, was basically the same topic as this team call. And so I did take some notes from her podcast, and I'll put the link to it in the team page under this team call graphic, so everyone can see it, even the people who aren't on live. And it was a really good podcast episode about like how to make this year different, like truth bombs, tough love, all that stuff. So I want to give you guys, these are my tips for you and for myself included, on how to make this year the best. And in not only in the business, obviously focusing a lot on the business, but in life in general. My number one, and these aren't in like a particular order, but I picked this as the first one because I do feel like I say this a lot, but it is the truth. My number one tip for you guys is that personal development has to be a priority. It has to be a daily priority for you. And the reason why is because everything goes back to mindset. Everything goes back to limiting beliefs. Everything goes back to how you talk to yourself, how you view yourself, what you think about yourself. Personal development, making it a daily priority, is going to help you get further, faster in all areas of your life, not just in the business, not just in fitness, in your relationships, in your spirituality, everything. So I really want to encourage you to do at least 15 minutes per day, or you can break that down to 10 pages a day of personal development. Now, I want to just reiterate the different kinds of personal development. If you're like me, you like to read, so you could read a book for 15 minutes or 10 pages every day. If you aren't able to read a book, you can listen on Audible. You can listen to YouTube videos, listen and watch YouTube videos. You can listen to podcasts. You can read and write in a gratitude journal. You can have a devotional that you read daily. Those are all different ways, so many different ways to consume. And some days, some weeks, I do all of them. I switch it up. Some days like a YouTube video is what will make me cry and feel the most emotion possible. The other day, my husband found a IGTV. I don't know if you guys have heard of Les Brown. He's actually, I think he's like almost 80 years old now, but he is like one of the OG motivational speakers. And he found this IGTV video that was, I think, 7 minutes long. And it was like the most powerful thing. And it was on a Saturday. So sometimes on the weekends, I don't get as much done personal development wise. That was all I needed to hear that day. Like, it was that powerful. So you just got to find what works for you and your schedule, but you got to make it a non-negotiable, because that's going to be the thing that's going to help you the most in all areas of your life. And you guys know therapy. If you've talked to me about finding a therapist, if you've thought about finding a therapist, get your freaking butt to a therapist tomorrow, unless they have the flu like mine did and I couldn't go see her. Stop delaying that. You guys know that it has changed my life. And honestly, I could do all the personal development in the world, but I needed therapy to get me over the hump. Like, it was like I couldn't read another book. I wasn't moving forward. It was like I was still stuck. So if you are doing all the personal development things and you still feel stuck, that's when therapy is going to be that catalyst that literally helps you break free. So I will say that a million times over. And honestly, it can help anybody, a therapy, counselor, whatever it may be. It could be an actual therapist. It could be a counselor at a church. It could be online therapy is a newer thing now. So find that for yourself. But I could talk for an hour about personal development, but I really want you guys to make it a non-negotiable minimum daily to do. And like I said, it doesn't have to be an hour long. It doesn't have to be reading a book. It can be watching or listening to podcasts, videos, gratitude journal, all the things. And if you ever need recommendations, ask anybody on the team, ask in the team page. I would love that, actually, because everybody has different things that they've listened to or read. And I don't want to be the only one suggesting it. I want you to hear from everybody what's working for them. Okay, number 2. And again, these aren't in particular orders, but I didn't even number them on my document. But consistency is key. And again, you probably have heard all these things before, but I really want you to think on all of them tonight. And I really want you to go into each one with a new year mindset with like 12 months ahead of you, which is just such a fresh and new beginning. So consistency is what is going to get you to where you want to go. And again, I'm sharing my journey because that's what I know. I have been consistently showing up on social media for years and years and years. It has been probably 3 full years of consistency. And it takes that much time sometimes to get to where you want to go. But what I want to say is, I'm not saying that you have to be consistent on social media every single day for a million years to get to where you want to go. You have to be consistent in your goals and your dreams and your business to get to where you want to go with anything. It's the same with your fitness. If I stopped working out for 3 months, I'm going to backslide of probably 12 months, to be honest. Because I've never taken off 3 months since I started my fitness journey. So it's the same thing with your business. Rachel Hollis did not take off 3 months, 3 years in the last 15 years. She worked her ass off for the last 15 years. Oprah worked her butt off for her entire life. Like, think about all these people. Maybe you don't see it because their business wasn't on social media 24/7, but that's just the way that the world works now, and that's how we connect with people is through social media. So if that's going to get you to where you want to go, then you have to show up, even on the hard days, even on the busy days. And yeah, every day and every week, okay, if you go through something really tragic and you take a step back for a week, that's totally understandable. I'm just saying, you can't think that 1 month you show up every day on social media and then you take an entire month off and then you come back and then then you show up, then you go back, and you can't expect the same results as somebody who is showing up day in, day out, week after week. And I want to encourage you guys that once you stay consistent, you start to see the growth. You start to see the momentum. I will be honest with you. The last part of 2019 was so slow and frustrating for me. Like, my business was not growing. I felt like it was backsliding. I was feeling really freaking frustrated. But even though I was frustrated, I still showed up every day. I still created content. I still did connections, inviting, following up. I still did it even when I didn't want to, because I was like, my baby is coming soon. I have big goals. This is the job I love. This is a team I love. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up. And guess what? I like this week's paycheck is the biggest one I've had in like 2 months. So it's like the consistency will show up. It just takes time, and you can't expect to be consistent for 1 week or 1 month and see like all these things happen. It's going to take more than a month, you guys. It's going to take more than a month. It's going to take more than 3 months. It's going to take more than 6 months. Again, Rachel Hollis did not get to where she was for like 10 years. 10 years of working her butt off to be now somebody who everybody knows. Not saying you have to want to aspire to be known by everybody. I'm just saying she didn't get to that level of success after 1 year of working. So consistency is key. And that means using your Success Club tracker or a tracking system, inviting, connecting, and following up, doing action hours, working on the business, showing up on social media. You guys know. You guys know what it takes. You just got to do it consistently. Excuse me. Okay. So the third is time management and work hours. This is something I'm still working on myself. It's definitely an area I'm lacking in as far as being more like being focused with my time. I will say, and people warn me about this, when I was working at my corporate job, I was way better with my focus, way better with my time management than now when I have the whole day to do whatever. So I want to encourage you guys there's a book I think someone already said it, Eat That Frog. It is probably the best time management book you could ever read or listen to. And it's all about like getting the tasks you're dreading or the hardest tasks done early, first thing, get them out of the way, and then you can get the rest done. This is something obviously I haven't taken out of the box yet. I'm going to try it tomorrow, and I'm telling you guys that to hold myself accountable. But it is basically a cube that you pick the time that you're going to set it to for a task, and then you set it, and it helps you you're like you can't stop until it goes off. Like you could stop until it goes off, but you shouldn't. So I'm going to try Angie Lee. If you don't follow her and listen to her podcast, it also says great for timing kids' tasks. I don't know what that means, but maybe like cleaning or like helping with chores. So you might want this for your kids too, but it's on Amazon. I think it was only like $15 or $20. So I will let you guys know how this goes, but this is a good way to like focus on your time. Scheduling when you're going to work and making it non-negotiable. And this is something that I had to do, especially when I was working full-time, and talking to and communicating with my spouse about it. So talking to my husband and saying, tonight I'm working on my business from this hour to this hour. And what actually helped was it got to a point where he was like, I thought you said you were going to work at 6. You said at 6 o'clock you were going to go in the office and work. So it was actually another layer of accountability. You got to communicate with them. And if you actually do the work, they're going to be okay with it. If you say you're going to do all this work and then you don't do it, they're going to be like, well, you're not doing anything. So why should I support you? I'm just going to be honest with you guys on that one. So communicate with your spouse and pick that time during the day. If you have kids, I mean, again, I don't know firsthand yet, but like during their nap time, and that might be at different times than you can't predict necessarily, but you're scrolling on Instagram anyways. So use the time you have wisely. Also, what else did I say? Scheduling it ahead of time. So getting like a planner, a way to schedule your time. So whether that be on your phone, if that works best for you, whether that be an actual planner. I think it's sold out now. So, but I have the Priority Planner by Rachel Hollis, and it does have you schedule out your day from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and you write down what tasks you're doing each day. On that day and the time. So I'm starting to use this. I have to get better at following it, but it also is helping me break down like, okay, this is what I'm going to start being more schedule oriented. So if you know team calls are every Tuesday at 8:30 at night, communicating that with your husband, putting that in your phone, knowing that that's going to be something that you have, a meeting that's non-negotiable. Honestly, you guys will be shocked at how much you can get done if you just focused. So also find an environment, like get a desk, or if you don't have a room for a desk, make a little space for you that's your workplace. That's like your work mode is on. I will say that even though my office obviously is not cute or anything, this is a desk that I am sitting at, and this desk is not used for anything else but my personal development time and working. And now I have this, now I'm using this calendar. So I'm looking at that and I'm seeing what's going on this month. And the focus is so much better. The determination is so much better than sometimes I do work from the couch. If like pregnancy, if I've been uncomfortable or sick or something, but I'm not gonna lie, that's distracting. So find a workspace for you that when you sit down in that space, it is a mental switch. It really is. It's a mental switch. And if you have the opportunity to go to a coffee shop, go to a coffee shop, put the headphones on, only bring your laptop or whatever, your phone, and work from there. Ask your mother-in-law or mom to watch the kids, get a babysitter. I know sometimes those things aren't available, but I'm just saying if they are every once in a while, get the heck out of the house and go work somewhere else. Because I will tell you, even before having kids, when I would go to coffee shops, I would get so much done. I put my headphones in, I jam out to music, I get a really good latte, I get on my computer, and I freaking get so much done. So I can't wait to do that again. I just, again, haven't been doing it because those chairs are uncomfortable and I pee a lot. But I miss it so much. There's just something about getting out of the house, getting out of the environment. And half the time when you're in a coffee shop, other people are working on their computers too. Like they're in the zone. It's just like, okay, we're all in the zone. We're all working. So yeah, like that, just change it up. Whew, I still got so much to do. So much to go over with you guys, but it's all exciting. I really want you guys to talk about getting clear on your why. So the podcast that I mentioned by Melanie Mitro talked about this, and I really liked what she said. She was talking to another coach, and they were saying how they want to make enough to take their kids on a vacation. And she was like, okay, so that's your why for working hard. When you don't feel like working, that's your why. Maybe it's to fit into your wedding dress and feel amazing. That's another example she gave. Maybe it's paying off your student loan and the feeling of that weight being lifted off your shoulders. Taking that why, not saying, I just want to make a lot of money this year, but saying, I want to make money to pay off that student loan and feel the weight off my shoulders. Do you feel how much more determined you would be if that's what you were thinking about every day instead of just, I want to make more money? So think about, like, get deep into the reason that you are going to work consistently. Like I said, consistency is key, and you're going to make the time management, find the work hours, get clear on that why, and get really, she was talking about like putting up for this vacation for this family, putting up pictures of that vacation spot in their home, getting the kids involved with the dreaming and the planning so that they would understand mommy's working on these goals right now so we can go on this trip. Something that I just started doing today that I thought about before 2020 was one of my goals for 2020, and it does make me want to like throw up a little bit, was to help 2,000 women, 2,000 new customers, new women in 2020. And what I'm doing to visualize that is I started on it today. I'm putting each person's name on a sticky note. So I got multiple colored sticky notes. And every time I help a new customer get started, I'm putting their name on a sticky note and I'm putting it in this jar. And this jar is in my office on my desk that I'm going to see every single day. And this is my visual. I don't even know if 2,000 sticky notes can fit in here. Probably. And if not, I'll get a bigger mason jar, and that'll be even more exciting once it's like full and I need to like keep adding, you know? But these are all, I mean, like looking at this makes me want to cry, like these people's names. These are women that I'm helping. And this is going to, instead of saying like, yes, I do want to make a lot of money this year for many reasons, including financially paying off debt. But instead, I'm really focusing on those 2,000 women and their names in this jar. So I really wanted to show you guys this. I've heard of people doing stuff with jars and sticky notes, and then it was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should do that with this goal. So I got the sticky notes today, multiple colors. I love pastel colors. I actually was at my mom's house earlier, and she had a bunch of mason jars. I'm like, oh my God, I need that. So I grabbed it from her house, and that's what I'm using. So I really want you guys to just like get visually deep into that why. And that's what's going to drive you. Like, that's what drives me on the days where literally New Year's Day, was it New Year's Day? I don't remember. It was one of the days recently. I feel like all the days are blending together. I didn't even feel that good, but I was like determined to get going with my goals and helping people. And I messaged over 300 people that were watching my stories and like asking them how I can serve them better and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? That was my determination the whole time. I was like, I could either sit here and watch Netflix, or I could have Netflix on in the background and message 300 people and help them and get started on that 2,000 people that I want to help. So just really get deep into that why and why you're going to show up and the emotions behind it and the feelings behind it. And I'd love for us to share our whys, because it'll encourage and motivate and inspire each other. Another tip, persistence pays. So we're talking about consistency. We're talking about time management. We're talking about our why. Persistence is another big word that I want you guys to focus on. Persistence in the business is really, of course, not giving up and continuing on, but also we are helping people. We are in sales, but we are helping people. So it is different. But I want you guys to realize that it is important to be persistent with the people you're talking to follow up with them. And that is a part of what we do, and that is a part of what everybody does. My husband does it every day for his job. My sister does it every day for her job. I mean, anybody that owns someone who's a dentist, they do it for their practice. You have to be persistent in your following up. And I'm reading the 3 Things Successful People Do by John Maxwell. I love his books. And he shared the statistic about how persistence pays. And it's about, it's actually from the Sales Association, but I'm going to word it to, this is about like calls, but it's the same as like follow-ups with us, connections. 80% of all new sales, so all new customers, clients, are made after the 5th contact to the same prospect. 80%, it takes 5 times to talk to that person. 5 times. 1 time following up, 1 time inviting, 4 times following up. 80% of the time. 48% of all salespersons, coaches, let's say, what we are, make 1 contact, 1 invite, and then they cross the prospect off. So you invite 1 time, and then you never talk to them again. You never ask them again. You never connect and see how they're doing. They don't respond to you. They ghost you. You forget about them. 25% quit after the 2nd time. So 25%, they don't cross off them the 1st time, but the 2nd time they give up on them. 12% contact them 3 times and then quit. So see how it's like dwindling and dwindling and dwindling, like only 12% even try and ask the 3rd time. And then 10% of 100 keep contacting, keep connecting, keep following up, keep asking how they're doing, keep caring about those people. So I want to encourage you guys, it says that the people who make up that 10% of the sales force are the ones who make by far the majority of sales. And what's true for salespeople is also true for you. Whether you're an engineer, homemaker, educator, or entrepreneur, success doesn't result from superior talent, intellect, or luck. Persistence pays. So that's what, it doesn't make, one coach doesn't make them better than another coach just because of who they are as a person. It's also because, I mean, yes, you have to have heart, you have to have character, you have to have integrity, you have to have all those things. But what makes someone more successful or help more people than me or you is that they don't stop talking to these people. They don't give up on these people. They follow up with these people. They contact these people and ask them how they're doing. And, you know, I'm not asking you to like invite them and follow up with them every single week. No. You're not going to be like hounding them. But it's every month checking in. Or if they tell you, not right now, but in March, and you check in with them on March. You don't forget about them. You don't give up on them. You keep contacting them. You keep following up. That's when you're going to get people to sign up and to be that light in their life and to be that, because sometimes they're not ready. Sometimes they're not ready. And this shows you guys in any business, this goes for any business, it takes 5 or more times. So I want you guys to remember that. And you cannot get discouraged and give up after one invite or 2 invites, 1 invite, 1 follow-up. It's going to take time. And there are people that I've talked to for 2 years that finally joined a challenge group. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. So I had to share that with you guys. Another one, I know it's almost 9:30. I'm going to try and speed through this. But I hope you guys are finding this really helpful and motivating. I want you to, when you're posting on social media, I really want you guys to always keep this in the back of your mind. How can I be client serving instead of self-serving? Always. And you know, some days, like the other day, I really wasn't as inspired as normal. So my post was okay. It was just okay. And it was probably not as client serving as it could have been. Then today I had more of like a fun idea of like, oh, let me give tips on how to start cooking healthier and like tips on that. And that's something that's client serving. We all started, like when I first started as coaching, it was all about like, just show your sweaty selfies and show that you worked out and look how amazing I am. I worked out today. Like that doesn't work anymore. Yes, you still have to show that you're on a fitness journey and that you're doing the thing, but that's not going to, like, saying to someone, I got my workout done today, does not do anything for them. Good for you, Karen. Good for you, Deborah. You know what I mean? Like that's not serving them at all. You have to lead with a servant heart. You have to lead with like tips and ideas and encouragement that's going to help them. And so I really, you know, sometimes it's so much easier to do it self-serving. It really is. It really, like, you know, it's really so much easier, isn't it? But I'm telling you, when you start focusing on how you can serve them better, asking them how you can serve them better in the DMs, asking them what they're struggling with, what they're going through, listening to what they're saying, like what are they replying to, what are they commenting on or replying to the most? That's what you need to keep talking about. That's what you need to keep helping them with. So just always be thinking about the client first, thinking about your followers, anybody that you're connecting with. How can I serve them better? How can I help them better? And you'll know ideas by the people you follow that serve you. A lot of these people that we like their books, we like their podcasts, they're amazing at serving us. They give us so much free content, so much life advice. Be the same way. be the same way as them, and you'll know, because whenever they post something that really helps you, that's them serving you. So and if you need help with that, reach out. It takes time, but honestly, it's more fun that way too. Like when someone messages you and says like, thank you so much for talking about so and so and opening up about this, like it really helped me today. Or even just when someone says, I bought that sauce from Trader Joe's that you posted about. Thank you so much for showing your grocery haul. Like that makes my day. Like I'm like, okay, good. That helped somebody find a really yummy thing at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like it's even the little things like that that are really cool, and that we get to do. And that's like part of our job, which is amazing. Okay. Kind of going off of that, I want you guys to realize that vulnerability is your superpower. And I know that being vulnerable is hard. And I know that being vulnerable can open you up to judgment. It can open you up to people saying things. Or I know that the biggest hurdle, I'm guessing, for you, because this was mine in the past, for you opening up on social media is family members. What are family members going to say? What are family members going to think? How's that going to go down? Or friends, maybe it's friends. And I will tell you that your vulnerability, your posts about what you've struggled with, or what you're struggling with, or what you're going through, or your controversial stance on something, aka me talking about how I believe that breastfeeding and formula feeding are just the same, and whatever works for you is good and amazing, and fed is best. Like I talked about that today. And some people might not agree with that, but that's okay, because that's what I feel and that's what I believe. And maybe somebody in my family might not agree with that. I don't know. But oh well, it wasn't for them. It was for other moms to be that are feeling the same way, or that are anxious about it, or that are worried, or that feel like they might be judged. It wasn't for Aunt Karen. I don't have an Aunt Karen, but you know what I mean? It wasn't for Susan down the street. So I want to encourage you guys to open up about those things. And you don't have to open up about every detail. Like slowly open up about things. Take it one step at a time. Just someone else knowing that they're not alone is going to help them. And it's going to help you too. And I think that's what sets Beachbody coaches apart from so many other companies, is that this community is so open. This community is so non-judgmental. This community is so brave in how we share and how we care, and how, when you open up about things that you have been through in your past, or that you are working through right now, that is something that nobody else can take from you. Like they, no matter what they say, no matter what they think, you are going to help other people. And as someone who is faith-based, I feel like God didn't put me through certain things if he didn't need me and want me to share that with the world, so that I could be a light in somebody else's life, so that I could help them. So I want you guys to always think about, this isn't about you. It's about those people that need your help. Those people that need to know they aren't alone. Those people that are in the trenches that you were in a year ago, or that you were in a month ago, or that you are in currently. Like they, just think about those people. And you have our whole team that we are so good at, like, commenting, liking, supporting, and loving on each other. And that's what I love about our community. So know that if you're going to post something that you're scared to post or talk about, like, we're here for you, and we're cheering you on, and we're encouraging you, and we're proud of you. We're so proud of you. So just know that being vulnerable, it was hard for me at first, but now I'm just like, I'm just going to say it all. I don't even care anymore. Like it's so much different than it was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like palms sweating, heart racing, like I'm going to throw up if I say this, if I admit this. And I will tell you, the more you do it, the better it gets. And the world needs to hear your story. So that's a big one. And the last few ones I can quickly go through. this is a big one too that we kind of talked about a little bit in the beginning with the announcements, but participate and go all in. Getting on team calls, getting into a local meetup, even if you don't live near me, going to a super weekend in your area, connecting with other coaches in your area, connecting with other coaches on other teams, participating in Team Cup, participating in the challenge groups, asking if you can help run the challenge group with your upline. Participate, you guys. The more you put in, the more you get out. And that is the best part about this job and about Beachbody is our community. It is the best freaking part. Even better than our amazing workouts. Even better than our amazing workouts, because you can work out there. You can find a workout on YouTube. You can go to the gym. You can, buy a program from somebody else. Even though our programs are the best, they're the most professional, they're the most amazing, we have our community that you guys you guys are all a part of. And even connecting with people, if you connect really well with someone on our team that's from a different state, you guys can text, you can chat, you can FaceTime, you can Zoom. There's just so many things. Every time we have something going on with our team, you should try and participate if you can, because you will get something out of it. You will get something positive and fun and encouraging out of it, no matter what it is. So participate, go all in. Go to all the things if you can, make time for them, make them a priority, and you will just deepen your friendships, your relationships. Honestly, the deepest friendships that I have since college, I've been out of college for almost 10 years, which is insane. And the deepest friendships other than my college best friends are now my coach friends. I don't have... In the last 10 years, it's been just the coach friends that have been the best people that have come into my life. And what would I have if I didn't have them? I wouldn't have that many deep friendships. So, you'll get the most out of this business when you really connect and deepen that and participate. And lastly, these kind of go hand, I'm going to put them together. One is obviously don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on your dreams, no matter what they are. Don't ever give up on them. They're going to take time. They're not going to happen as fast as you want them to. All of us on this call are young. We're really young, you guys. We might not be 21 anymore, but we're still freaking young. We still have... Listen to Gary Vee's podcast, and you will realize he talks about it almost every podcast. He's almost 50, I think now. And he's I still have 40 years left at least. You guys have so much time. I love when he's you 30-year-olds have so much time. And I'm yeah, I do. I'm only 30. I'm only 31. I have so much time. He's always you have so much time left. So know that whatever dreams you have in your heart, you have so much time to make them happen. It's not too late. You're not too old. Don't ever think that. So don't ever give up on them, but also believe that you are capable and you are worthy of these dreams. Believe that any dream that you have with Beachbody, any financial dream you have, any fitness dream you have, any other dreams you have, that you are capable and you are worthy. And especially with us talking as a team, any Beachbody dreams and goals that you want to work on with your business in 2020, every single one of you can achieve them. Every single one of you is capable of them. Every single one of you is worthy of them. And I never want you, and I know, because I do it to myself sometimes, we let that limiting belief, well, it hasn't happened yet. Well, I'm not Ashley Molstad. I can't do that. And not saying that you need to have her goals, because my goals are definitely different than hers. But I'm saying that every one of us, if we wanted to be the top coach in the company, we could. Every one of us, if you wanted to be $1 million earner, you could. Every one of us, if you wanted to change 20,000 lives, you could. So know that you are capable and you are worthy of every single dream that you have for this year and for the rest of your life. And that's where the personal development comes in, and the affirmations every day comes in, because that's going to help you believe wholeheartedly that those dreams are on your heart for a reason, and that you have the 100% ability to do them, and that you are capable and you are worthy. So never discount that. Never discount yourself, and know that whatever dream you have, whatever goal you have for this year, we can help you make it happen. You can make it happen, and you got this. And just don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. The way you feel right now in January, remember that when October comes around and it's tough and you're in the trenches, you know, or when summer comes around and you'd rather be in the pool all day. You know what I mean? Like remember how you feel right now, and just know that you are capable, and it's good, and it can happen. It's going to happen. And I cannot wait to see you make it happen. So that's all I had. I know that was a lot. I love that the chat was like completely blowing up. I wish I could read it all. Every time after a call, the chat goes away for good. So I can't read it all, but I'm so glad that you guys are talking in there. And I hope that you're as fired up as I am for this year and for our team. I feel like, I don't know about you guys, I feel like 2019 was like the setup, and this year is like the blow up. Like, woo, it's just going to be freaking fire and like confetti, and I don't even know. Oh yeah, the Theragun, I know, that looks awesome. Oh, that's awesome, a vision board meetup in Port Huron. That's cool. Does anyone have any questions or anything they want to share with the team tonight before we say goodbye? Any words of wisdom or anything, like, obviously from all those tips, some of them I need to work on more than others. And same with all of you. Like, if there's one or two areas that you really know that really spoke to you or really hit the nail on the head, like, oh, a gut check, like, yeah, my time management, I'm not making time for the business, or, oh my gosh, I'm not vulnerable at all, and I'm really scared to share. Like any like one or two that really feels like, you know, you need to work on the most, focus on those first, going forward. But I think all of us can always improve in all areas, but I think trying to pick one or two. May 1st, I love it. May 1st, Frankie. Although, Frankie, you know you can do it way faster than that. You know you can do it way faster than May. But I'm just saying. Yeah, I definitely want to do, like, and again, I love that you guys all have goals for Diamond, but make sure you know what your why is. Really hone in on that why. Like, why do you want to be Diamond? Because I've done it before too, where I'm like, oh, I want to be Diamond. And then Kat would be like, why? And I'm like, because I really want to be that rank. And she's like, that's not a good enough reason. Like, you have to have like meaning behind it. April 1st, much more doable. Yes, I like that. And that's going to put that fire under your butt, to be honest. I always try to move up my dates for my goals too, just to like because if you give yourself a really far off date, oh, you guys, it's January 16th. I don't need to, like, if I don't have to go Diamond till June, I don't need to work today. I have 6 more months. Come on. Am I right? Yes. We all know this. If you don't have a deadline that's soon, you will not work as hard. Hey, I know. I'm very feisty. I'm very feisty. I wonder if and my daughter's probably gonna be feisty because my husband is more like this than me. We'll see. But yes, apparently I'm 8 months and not 9 months. Who knows? I'm getting conflicting reports. But yeah, I just really want to encourage all of you guys to dream bigger, and and like I said, I'm not going to be like a crazy person, like, you have to hit this goal by this date or else. Like, no, that's not how we're going to run this business, and that's not how our team works. But I do want to tell you that when I have given myself a shorter timeline, it has really made me work harder. And that's why I want to encourage you guys to kind of just give yourself, because you're capable, because it's possible, That's why. But yeah, I'm like sweating right now. I don't know about you guys. I'm like literally sweating to death right now. But it's a good thing. And I love that you all came on this call tonight and you all were like so engaged in it. And like I said, I love seeing the chat just blowing up. And that's what this team is all about. We're better together. I think I'm going to say that all year because I love the theme of Summit, and I think it's a great theme for our team because we are. Every time I collaborate with you all and other coaches in our network, it's like always the best. It's always the best. We're not meant to do this alone. Like our business is not, we're not meant to be lone wolves. We're team Beachbody. We grow teams. Like it's not supposed to be alone. And that's one of the best parts. So I feel like this is where she drops the mic, then tears off the sweater. You guys are hilarious. Oh my gosh, you crack me up. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what new mom, no sleep me is going to be like on a team call. And then everyone's going to just like jump off and be like, I'm scared. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I guess I do want to address that really quickly. Obviously, I'm not taking like a maternity leave. I love my job way too much. I love you guys way too much. I have no idea how it's going to go, but I'm going to be at home anyways. I'm going to be on my phone anyways. I just might not be quickly available at all times anymore. But we're still going to be doing all these teams things. I'll probably have Kat or other coaches, Megan, other people helping like run things more for a little bit. But we'll take it as it comes. But this is my passion. This is my purpose. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me is Beachbody and our team and what we do. So I'm not going anywhere. And just want to let you guys know that. But thank you everyone for getting on. I'm so excited to see what we all do this year, especially just this month. I'm so excited. It's just beginning. Can't wait to see all the people you're helping. Share your whys, share your visions, share your goals, share your dreams, ask questions. Just keep blowing up the team page. Like, I just want to see the team page just like blowing up. Oh, we do need to get a picture, don't we? Before I forget. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. So everybody.
Oh, can I do a boomerang with you doing your arm thing again?
What was I doing? This?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just messing around.
Like, no.
You trying to get it fast enough.
Be like 36 weeks pregnant, crazy lady running our team call. Let me know when you want me to do it. Or did you already get it?
Oh, I'm just messing. No, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, you can totally. I don't care.
All right, I'll do it. Hold on.
We could just all do a boomerang and I don't even care.
Okay.
Let me get a picture too. Okay, everyone smile.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. You guys are so funny. Okay. Woo. All right. Well, I don't even remember where I was at. I think I was just saying, let's just keep momentum going. Yeah, blow up the team page. I want to see the energy, the fire. Can't wait to see those who can come on Sunday in person. And we'll see each other on the next team call. We can start doing action hours again, and have other people like, whoa, who is she pointing at? Me? Who? Was I pointing at someone?
I was pointing at you, like you were the crazy lady going like this, and I go, oh my gosh, I just remembered it's probably not the same direction. Like,
yeah, I know, right?
I should have just been, I don't know, whatever. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. So anyways, thanks for still being on the call tonight. And I'm just rambling, so someone should just be like, okay, bye. Also, Megan, is that the pajamas from Target?
Yes,
Okay.
and I went back today and got a pair of just the pants and like the comfy shirt. This material is so freaking comfortable, guys. I've legit been wearing these since 3 p.m. just to
Love
let
it.
you know. Because I
Love
don't sleep long enough, so I had to wear them during the day.
Yeah, you were the queen of early risers.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, have a great night. We'll see you later. Bye.